Investing is actually easier than you think. Most people think that investing is for the rich out there, the wealthy, the super savvy business people. It's not. Everyone could do it. And I'm gonna give you 5 tips so you can start investing today. And I wish someone would have told me these 5 tips, 20 years ago. That would change my life. But I'm gonna give them to you today. 5 easy tips to start investing today. So let's roll. Tip number 1, time is your best friend. And yeah, you probably heard this before, but think about this. If you start investing early in life, in your early 20s, you are going to kill it out there. I wish someone would have told me this before, because you hear this, but nobody actually tells you how to do it. Well, I'm gonna try to do this real quick in this video. You can do so many things. You can start investing in the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is the 500 biggest, most important companies in the US. That index alone is phenomenal, and it will give you a solid return year over year. So just the compound interest of investing on this S&P 500 will give you money in the future. So you could always invest just a few $100 every year in S&P 500, and that's going to grow over time. Compound interest is going to be your best ally here. You can invest in real estate. Yes, you don't have to be buying the perfect home, especially that first-time home buyer doesn't have to be looking or buying for that perfect home, because it's not out there, especially when you're buying your first home. I bought my first place when I was in my early 20s. It cost me $60,000. $60,000. I kept it for about 2.5 years, and I sold it for about a $50,000 profit. So I made $50,000 on that first home. And that property alone gave me so many opportunities after that. So time, again, if you buy real estate, it's gonna go up in value, and it's gonna give you that equity. You can buy art. Do you know that you can buy a Picasso, a fraction of a Picasso, and make money out of it? There's a place called Masterworks, and I invest there myself. You can buy $10,000 worth of a very expensive painting. So, for example, there is a Monet that is worth about $20 million. You can buy $5,000 worth of that money. The return on art is incredible. It's over 15, 20% year over year. It's one of the most solid investments you can find out there. Why do you think the super rich and the wealthy have invested in art throughout history? Because it holds up value tremendously. You can buy watches, for God's sake. Yes, watches. You know that if you would have bought a Rolex 5 years ago, maybe a $5,000 watch 5 years ago, you could be selling that same watch right now for about $25,000. Yes, maybe 2-3 years ago. So that's a return of over 40-50%. So there's so many asset classes that you can invest on, and you can start doing early in your life. You don't have to be super wealthy to do it. A few $100 every year will do wonders. So time is your best asset, is your best friend. Use it wisely. Tip number 2, make a plan and revise it. You can review this every year. It's okay. So you don't have to worry about what your brother is doing or your friends are doing or the neighbor. Don't go asking people what they're doing. Do your own thing. Do you. Invest on your own. If the only thing you can spare every month is $20, and I doubt it, because if you think about it, you spend more money on things that are so unimportant. How many streaming accounts you have, how many times you go out for a drink every month. I'm not saying, hey, don't live your life, but you could actually save money from different places and invest that money. Make it a little uncomfortable. Yes, I know. A lot of people will say, just invest something you're comfortable with. No, make it uncomfortable. Don't give it $20. Give it $100. You can't do that. Remember, things change. So review your plan every year. Maybe you have a job this year, it will change next year. Maybe your income will be better, so you can put more money into your investments. The point is, you need to review it. You need to be able to and willing to change and adapt and pivot. That's part of the magic of investment. So many things that you could do to start investing today. But the point is, make a plan and stick to it. Okay, tip number 3 is pay attention to taxes and fees. Yes, nobody likes taxes, I know, but we have to deal with them. If you're investing in real estate, something you need to be aware of is if you sell a property, you're gonna and make a profit, make money on it, you're gonna have to pay taxes on that capital gain, on that gain. If you bought it for $100,000 and sold that investment property for $200,000, you're gonna be paying taxes on that $100,000 gain. There is something called 1031, a 1031 exchange that will allow you to defer those gains into the future. That's something that I've used personally in the past. Fantastic. Something that my clients have used many times through us, and it's wonderful because you don't have to pay capital gains immediately on this investment property. So learn about 1031 exchanges. Is a great tool for you to defer taxes in the future. If you are investing in the stock market, then look for those brokerages that actually don't charge fees or very little. Charles Schwab is one of them, and I love Charles Schwab because it's so easy to open an account. You can actually go, after you watch this video, open an account. It will take you 10 minutes. If you have any questions, there is a chat there. You can ask anything. They will help you open the account, and you can invest money so easily. And the fees are very, very low. I believe they're like 0.02 to invest with Charles Schwab into the stock market. So as an investor, you don't have to be spending a ton of money in fees by paying these points on your portfolio. Protect those investments that you have and in which you actually be paying taxes if you tap into them. So fees and taxes, watch out for them. All right, tip number 4, you gotta diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, man. You have to invest in real estate. You have to invest in the stock market. You gotta get into art. You have to open a 529 account if you are a father or if you're thinking of having kids. You start just putting money there, and that will pay for college in the future. I opened my first 529 account when my little girl was maybe a month old, and 16 years later, I think we have college covered already. So that's brilliant. So you can start doing this. You can, invest in your life insurance. There are different types of products and vehicles for you to have life insurance and invest. All this should be part of your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Tip number 5, stop listening to the noise. Stop watching the news, going to Bloomberg. You probably don't understand half of it. I don't. So don't do that. Don't go trying to time the market. There's so many people trying to time the real estate market. That's impossible. You're not gonna do it. I haven't been able to do it. This is what I do for a living. Don't try to time the stock market. It's impossible. No one can. Don't be falling into this thing of talking to your friends or neighbors who they all think they're smarter than you, because they do. They think they're smarter than you, and will tell you what you should be doing with your money. Forget about it. Unless these guys or this friend of yours is a multimillionaire, super successful, listen to them. Otherwise, they don't have a clue. So those were my 5 tips to start investing today. If you like this content, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, comment, ring the bell so you get notified whenever we put out a video. We're doing twice a week, so hopefully you don't get bored of us. And thank you.